Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. So due to technical difficulties this week, the way it worked out on my channel is this was my last video, and this was the one before that. So it's rogue time, baby, rogue time. Starting off with a good rare. I think Twilight Drake takes the back seat to these other two. Ah, man, I mean, they're both good. The Azure Drake just draws you a card, and your opponent almost certainly needs to use a card to kill it, and spell damage can be really great for rogues. The Knife Juggler, though, is such a stupidly good card. I have a feeling this is going to get nerfed someday to be a 2-2 rather than a 3-2. There's really no reason for it to have base stats with an ability that's that good. Hard to say. We'll go for more of an aggressive build here than an endgame focused build, so I'll take the Knife Juggler, but I could see that going either way. Here we get another pretty good rare. These are actually solid. Like with these two rare picks, you'd think all the rares in this game were good. Kodo can be nice, but I think the SI Agent is the winner here. This combo is pretty solid, and it's a 3-3 for 3 on top of that. Now, I did say spell damage was alright for rogues, but not enough to make me take a dollar on mage. We'll take a Panther here and not be that excited about it. Backstab, oh, with a Yeti, really? Oh, I would so take a Yeti over a Jungle Panther, but yeah, Backstab is my favorite card in the game, so we'll just take it there. Now, Assassinate is a tricky card because on the one hand, it'll kill anything. On the other hand, it's expensive, so unless you're using it in a really big thing, it's very expensive and you're sort of falling behind, but I will take one in the deck. And Stormwind Knight's good, but I want to make sure I have Fan of Knives in case of imps and whatnot. Okay, here I'm not that thrilled about doing this, but I'll take an Earthen Ring Farseer. I don't like Vanish a lot. It's never impressed me, just never, period. There's never been a single time where someone's played Vanish and I was like, wow, that was really good. It's just always sucked. And if I'm taking a healing card, I might as well take the one with the better body. Okay, Eviscerate, easy call here. Good removal. So we have Backstab, we have Eviscerate. Here we have a trash rare. So here's where I would have taken a Kodo or something, as it is the only one I consider playable is the Wild Pyromancer. Ah, well, now I regret not taking an Azure Drake because the only one that's good here is the Knife Juggler. So I'd rather have one Knife Juggler and one Azure Drake than two Knife Jugglers. So Deadly Poison is great, but Backstab, man, it's just too good. I can't just not take it. Okay, now I do often say bad buffs are better than no buffs, but I've already got like 1, 2, 3, 3 drops. Let's take a Fen Creeper, make sure we have some mid to end game here. And okay, so Sprint's fine, but Direwolf Alpha, bad buffs are better than no buffs. Alright, Fan of Knives, I already took it pretty aggressively earlier, so now I'll take Ascension. Great 4-drop, and I do need 4 drops, so that fit right in. Only playable card is the Silverhand Knight. We'll just take it easily. And okay! So I think a lot of people here would take the Defias Ringleader just because, you know, it's so great on turn one with the coin. But, you know, that's not the end-all be-all. We've already got 4 2-drops, and I need endgame. So this is the classic choice of Wind Fury Harpy versus Boulder Fist Ogre. I don't think I've ever actually had to make this choice. The Wind Fury Harpy hits harder, but the Boulder Fist Ogre is more survivable. I'll take the Ogre. It only hits a little bit less hard than the Harpy, and I think the 2 extra health and the ability to stand up to bigger creatures are more than worth it. Do I take a third backstab? I mean, over this stuff, definitely. I will take pretty much limitless backstabs. FYI. Alright, now that I have 3 backstabs and a Fan of Knives, I actually will take Dalaran Mage over these sort of mediocre cards there. I mean, the Loot Hoarder is good, but it's not that great. Okay, Assassin's Blade will take a chance. It's really bad if you're behind, but if you're good, if you're ahead, it's fine. So the Pint-Sized Summoner can be really good. The problem is it works best at accelerating out 4-drops. And I don't have many. I could just take Master of Disguise as basically a 4-4 for 4. Giving something stealth is almost never actually valuable. Alright, I'll do it just for curve reasons. Just for curve reasons, I need 4 drops. And a 4-4 for 4, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Similarly, I'll take a Silvermoon Guardian over Sap, although Sap is definitely playable. Okay, well, we're doing good on 4 drops there. That took care of itself. Will I take a 4th backstab? Yeah, I will. This is good and getting pretty good. Okay, here I'll take the Pint-Sized Summoner. Oh, I don't have any 1-drops yet, but this one's not that impressive. And this is more of an endgame finisher, so we'll take a Pint-Sized Summoner here. Now that we got like a bajillion 4-drops in a row, make that gajillion and 1 4-drops in a row. Now here I'll take Sap. That can be really good in some cases. Will I take another I mean, over Conceal, yeah, I'll take a backstab. It's fine. Alright, now, Spiteful Smith deserves special consideration. I am a rogue. The problem is I don't have any ways of triggering it. What you really want is a Shiv or a Perdition's Blade. Those are the best ways to trigger Spiteful Smith. I don't have either of those, so it's hard to get the Enrage on. I think I would actually rather just pay the extra mana for like 3 extra stat points here, rather than gambling on the extra ability. Harvest Golem is awesome. And we'll end on a Sunwalker. Not going to take a third Knife Juggler. So this is actually, I mean, it looks really good. I don't have any 1-drops. I probably wouldn't mind taking out some of the more mediocre cards and replacing them, say, with like 2 Argent Squires. I wouldn't mind replacing like a Direwolf Alpha, or no, sorry, I wouldn't mind replacing like the Pine-Sized Summoner with a Defias Ringleader. But apart from not having any 1-drops, I think this deck's really, really solid. It's got lots of good cards. It's got a good end game, got a good early game and mid game, lots of removal, 5 backstabs. Seems fine to me. We'll see, I guess, if I was wrong taking that many backstabs. That's pretty much all that we really need to check on. Okay, well, what I'll do is mulligan this. Now, there is a risk in this particular deck of keeping backstab, which is that there's so many backstabs in the deck. Actually, I'm going to mulligan it. There's so many in the deck. I don't want to have, like, too many multiples. I'd rather... Yeah, so I got another one. Like, I'd rather have 1 than 2, because you can't backstab the same creature twice. So there's a chance that you'll be overrunning with backstabs. Okay, so do I want to play the Pine-Sized Summoner? Well, that would let me play a 3-mana creature on turn 2. Do I even want to play this on turn 2? No. So, well, I might actually. Hang on, I might want to play it on turn 2 so I can backstab for 3 damage. You know, let's do that. Let's actually play the Pine-Sized Summoner. Pine-Sized Summoner and Knife Juggler are both removal magnets. I consider the Knife Juggler way more valuable. So let's play her, and then maybe if she does play like a 3 toughness creature, I will appreciate the Dalaran Mage coming down for 2 mana, then backstab will deal 3 damage. I find normally spell damage isn't that great with single target spells, but with backstab in particular, it's really great. Okay, so the Pine-Sized Summoner ate a Frostbolt. That's just fine by me because the creature I really value is the Knife Juggler. Now this is a bit of an awkward hand because Sap is not that good early. It's better sort of the later that you use it. I would actually rather have another backstab here. Jungle Panther. Well, that's the one thing I cannot deal with. Alright, well, we're going to play this. Fling a knife. Goes at her face. I guess that's just as well. And we'll pass the turn. So it looks like the Panther will kill the Dalaran Mage and live to tell about it, then I'll have to use the dagger to kill off the Panther. Not my favorite sequence of events. Oh, jeez! She protected herself with this thing. Fuck me. Ugh. Oh, she's thinking, oh, please kill my Knife Juggler. Oh my gosh, that's really lucky. She should have totally killed the Dalaran Mage with the Panther hidden behind its Haunter. So is this worth sapping? Not really. I'll just play a Golem. Is it worth backstabbing? Not really, no. So we're just going to pass the turn here. And, well, I can deal, you know, dagger plus 3 is 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to it next turn. But boy, is that annoying. Yeah, that's going to be trouble. So I certainly wouldn't mind having a Pine-Sized Summoner on the board now so I could drop my 6 drops a turn early. Sunwalker, a little bit less effective against mages because they can ping off the Divine Shield with an overpowered hero ability. I could sap something, but... Oh, she forgot to attack with the Warden. But that actually doesn't seem that worth it here, so what we're going to do is spend our mana to dagger up. First, backstab, because backstab only targets, you know, undamaged minions.
Vaporization commencing.
Swing, swing.
Here we
Now,
go.
do I want to sap this just to slow her down? Basically go a card down to make her go 3 mana down? I mean, yes, that would protect my creature. I think I will actually sap this. So I'm going down a card, but I've gone ahead a card by killing off her Warden without losing anything. She could have taken me down a card by using the Panther to kill this Mage. That was a mistake, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this is not really a problem. I have a couple of ways of dealing with it. One is to backstab and golem. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I can do both things. Yes, we will play the Ogre. We will backstab. Cash out my golem. Swing there. And I'll swing with the dagger. And pass the turn. You know, maybe I shouldn't have swung with the dagger. I know she has a Scarlet Crusader, so if she replays it, I'll really wish I could have had the dagger already in play. Alright, so she's going to do that after polymorphing. Is she going to take the time to ping off my damaged golem? No, she's going to play an Emperor Cobra. Well, that could actually be a menace. That thing probably needs to die. Well, Eviscerate will kill it, but then I can't play Sunwalker. I really do want to play the Sunwalker. But then I can't make the dagger. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play the Sunwalker, and I'm going to trade in the sheep and the golem for the Cobra. Swing for 1 damage, and pass the turn. This thing has lived for a shockingly long time. So she's got 5 cards to my 4, soon to be 5, but one of mine is a 1-2, which isn't that impressive. And the other one is a 4-5 with taunt, but, I mean, basically taunt after she pings off the Divine Shield, which also isn't that impressive. So, I don't know. She could definitely catch up and go way ahead of me here. Fireball. Well, that sucks. So I have nothing to use this Eviscerate on. I have nothing to use that on. Well, I'm just gonna extend against Flame Strike.
Here we go.
I gotta make something happen. If I keep my cards in my hand, it's not gonna do me any good. So does she have Flame Strike or Blizzard? That's what she needs. Cone of Cold would be fine as well. Not quite as good, but good enough. She just top decked that card. Ooh, maybe she doesn't have it. Ironbeak Owl. Alright, that's fine. I'll kill it with my dagger.
For the crusade!
Scarlet Crusade. I also want to kill that with my dagger. My dagger has too many places to be. And Arcane Intellect. She should have done that first. She could have drawn into Blizzard if she has it. Okay, Assassin's Blade is actually totally pointless here. Can I actually kill her? I should really check for that, shouldn't I? I can deal 3, 6, 9, 10, plus 5 is 15 damage, and then I'm threatening the kill. That actually, I think, represents my best chance of winning. So I'm going to do that. We're going to swing, swing. And do I swing with my dagger, or do I take the time to kill off this owl? That would save my knife juggler. Yeah, alright, we're going to go ahead and kill off that owl. Make an Assassin's Blade. And I'm not going to commit just yet to eviscerating her face. So if she has an Acidic Swamp Ooze, that would blow me out completely. But if she doesn't have that, I mean, this is 12 damage here. Plus I've got, you know, 4 at the very least, even if she kills my Dalaran Mage. Ooh, I'm happy to see that. That makes no difference. Unless it's a... Oh my gosh. Unless it's a Defender of Argus or that. That's a problem. That is a problem. Oh, jeez. Well, it's a good thing I kept Eviscerate. Because at least... that will help me kill things. Boulder Fist Ogre. Okay, that's actually really good. So here's what I'll do. I have a high enough life total I can actually do this. We'll do this. Combo the Eviscerate. Hit the Ogre. That guy's done his job. Do not absent-mindedly click your hero power, you'll lose your weapon. So, this is actually 9 damage right here. She has 8 health, so if she doesn't have life gain or taunt or a hell of a lot of burn, she's going to die. Now, obviously she also has to deal with this ogre, but let's just assume she has a fireball or a polymorph for that. She, on top of that, needs taunt or life gain to stop me from winning in 3 turns. Or an ooze. An ooze would work as well. But, oh jeez, I was going to say she didn't play it last turn. But, okay, does she have a fireball or a polymorph for my guy? Oh, no, but she's going to brute force her way through it. Shit. Well, at least that means that she's going to lose the Sun Fury Protector. And I get her down to 5 health. Okay. So she's dead in 4 turns, just with my daggers. She shouldn't be able to kill me. She has to deal with my board, unless she gets Flame Strike. Flame Strike, of course, and she wins. Blizzard or Cone of Cold, she'd probably also win. Do I have any more? Do I have any more outs? I think I only have one Eviscerate. I think I have just the one. Oh my gosh. She stays alive, but just barely. She's going to use the Argent Commander to kill the Silverhand Knight, the Ooze to kill my Knife Juggler, then I only can deal 3 damage to her. She just misclicked. She misclicked. Oh god. If she had killed the Knife Juggler, she could have lived for one more turn. And that was going to hit me for at least 12 damage, and maybe more depending on what spells she had, and that would have taken me down to 9 health, and like a Pyroblast or a Fireball would have won. So she misclicked, and that cost her a potential out. So that was a bit of a close game. Maybe my deck's not as good as I think it is. Then again, we were up against a Mage. Then again, the Mage never played Cone of Cold, Blizzard, Flame Strike, or Polymorph. So I don't know. That was kind of an awfully long and close struggle, considering how good I think my deck is and how few Mage things that Mage did. Now, the Mage made plenty use of her overpowered hero ability, which is just always something to consider. Worthy of pride if you manage to beat. Decoy the Paladin. Interesting name. I always like being a rogue against Paladins, because one use of the dagger will kill 2 uses of their hero ability, assuming, of course, they don't have any taunts or buffs. I mulliganed everything because, again, I might get another backstab later. I do have 5 in this deck. This is an okay hand. I'd rather be second, of course, so I could coin out one of the Knife Juggler than play the Wild Pyromancer. As it is, we're going to have to pass the turn. And just hope he doesn't play anything on turn 1. Pass the turn, pass the turn, pass the turn. Pass the turn, pass the turn, pass the turn, turn. Pass the turn, pass the... Thank you. Alright, Knife Juggler. Gotta come on down. Be the next contestant on The Price is Right. If he makes a Recruit, I might not actually even make a creature. I might just make a dagger and kill the Recruit. Nope, he's got a real play. Alright. Raging Morgan. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate because I do need to trade my Knife Juggler into that. I wish I were trading the Wild Pyromancer into it. So it's a bit sucky that I kind of played out my better creature there. But it could have just as easily worked in my favor to have the Knife Juggler on the field, so hard to say. I'm glad at least that he used his coin for that. So we'll trade this off. Actually, that's perfect. The Harvest Golem is exactly the kind of thing I want to do here. Just playing it onto an empty board. Next turn, I can dagger up in Wild Pyromancer. I don't think there are many circumstances when I'll be playing a $1 on Mage. One exception might be if I top deck Backstab and he plays a 3 toughness creature. That didn't happen. Okay. Master of Disguise. Oh my gosh. Well, that's neat, but what I'd rather do is get that on the board and put a dagger in my hand so that I already have a dagger on the board and am able to use it without having to spend mana. That is what's so cool about rogues, is you can pay it forward a little bit. You spend 2 mana on an earlier turn so that on a later turn you have damage sitting there without having to spend mana. That's what makes rogues so good, is the potential to, on a later turn, kill stuff without having to spend mana for the privilege of killing that stuff. So I'm ready to kill one of his recruits. He still has to spend 2 mana for it, but I don't. Taz Dingles. That's annoying. There's Knife Juggler number 2. So this plus this is unfortunately just 4 damage. I could Fan of Knives, that would deal 2 damage to everything. Oh, that's actually perfect. Whoa, ho, ho, my goodness, that's perfect. Okay, we're gonna Fan of Knives then. Get a card. Deal damage to everything. Throw away this creature that I don't even really like. Swing. Make a Knife Juggler. I'm going to pass the turn. I want to keep this dagger out because next turn I would like to spend all 6 of my mana, so I don't want to have to spend 2 mana to remake the dagger. I want this to already be here in case the golem needs to trade up into a 3 toughness creature, or in case he has a recruit for me. Now, the consecration is really pretty weak because the golem just drops right back, and unlike an OP mage, you can't easily kill this. Got my dagger still. That's excellent. And we're going to play Sunwalker. Okay, now I could do something interesting. I could play Pine-Sized Summoner and Master of Disguise to hide the Pine-Sized Summoner. No, let's just play a Sunwalker. That seems pretty good. Again, I'm holding on to the dagger because I'm ready to strike. In case he makes Divine Shield, I can pop it for free. In case he makes a Recruit, I can kill it for free. It's nice to have this in my hand. Frost Elemental. So, it freezes my Sunwalker, but for some reason the freezing doesn't, make it pop the Divine Shield or anything. So, is interesting. I could leave the, I could like just play like a Panther and Master of Disguise or something. But I think it's important to kill that off. That is a 6-mana creature after all. Seems like a reasonably good choice for killing. I still get to make a play under the field. The Pine Size's ability might even be helpful. And again, I haven't had mana to spare any of these turns, so it's not like I've lost the potential to rebuild my dagger and do more damage to him. Concentration number 2. It's a good way to pop the Divine Shield. So he managed to stop me from using this Divine Shield from dealing damage, which is extremely irritating. But that's life. So he's actually got 6 cards to my 4. I don't know why he's ahead on cards. I actually have no idea. I had the Golem. That was good. Yeah, I don't know why he's ahead. I should probably have been paying better attention at some point or somewhere. I don't understand. 6 to 5. Yeah, he's just ahead on cards. How bizarre. Okay, there. Finally, I used my dagger that I'd been holding on to. Alright, we're going to go ahead and stealth it up here, I think. Let's do this.
Enter the shadow.
And that. So, really, she's just a 4/4 for 4. I don't want him messing with my Sunwalker. I don't want him humiliating it or anything like that. I mean, that's pretty much it. Humiliating is the #1 bad thing that could happen to it. And next turn, we should have plenty of mana to remake the dagger, kill off any possible recruits. He has a 4/7 Twilight Drake. That's a bit annoying. Luckily, I have 12 power on the field that he's done nothing about. So he's going down to 6 health, down to 5. At that point, this plus Eviscerate will win me the game. I think it's time to go for the burn. He might have a Justice, but trading with his creatures is just way too prohibitive. Oh, this is perfect. So we'll do this, and we're just gonna... This Charger guy is really great. It accelerates my clock by 2 turns, basically. And I'll keep this in hand in case I need to surprise with the backstab or something. Let's just heal up and pass the turn. So we're just trying to overwhelm him here. He's already played 2 Consecrations. And this is a lot of power. This is 12, 15, 17, 18 power. He's got 3 health. I mean, there's a lot for him to deal with. His 2 creatures can kill my Sunwalker. If he buffs 1, he can kill it and then have the Twilight Drake kill something else. But that still leaves 3 creatures. Okay, so he can kill my Sunwalker for just 1 mana. So that's actually a good start. He can kill 4 power here with the Silver Moon Guardian, but that still leaves 3 things that I'll kill him.
We must cleanse
that is really unimportant, actually, so that was just basically a waste of 3 mana, because this was already going to take 4 power off the field. Taking a different 4 power off the field that happened to have more health is pretty unimportant. Okay, so let's the Murloc kill the Panther, but still, he's still dead. He needs taunt or something, or removal, or a concession. All right, so that deck or that game definitely gave some more confidence with this deck. It was a pretty strong victory. He was ahead on cards, but I just dominated him on the board, and that was that. So thanks for watching. It's good to be back. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and or subscribe. And if you want to see how this run ends, stay tuned. I'll show you the rest of the games shortly. See you in a bit.